Do you feel that communication in these times contributes to breaking the isolation, and do you feel it's necessary?
No tempo da guerra, não se sabia estas notícias todas, porque não havia televisão, não havia rádio, não havia nada, era só aquilo que os grandes diziam que passava a notícia. Passava a notícia, mas nós éramos pequenos, nós estava sempre bem. Ver as notícias, que naquele tempo não se sabia as notícias. Para ter rádio era preciso estar escondido e pôr um copo de água em cima, estar à beira de coisa, porque vinha a polícia e prendia-te se tu estivesses a ouvir o que se passava nos países comunistas e assim.
What she said is that during the war, that there was no TV, no radio, no telephone. So basically the information you'd get would be like, okay, some of the higher ups authorities would relay the message or the info, and then it's how it would be transmitted by the time it would get to them. Like, was it the actual same information? And the other thing she said is that in those days, the only thing you had access to would be maybe a radio. But like if the police and the authorities found out you had a radio because there was like the communists and everything, well, basically they'd confiscate it from you. You'd have to like have it hidden with like a glass of water on top or something in case the police would come. Whereas today, now in today's era, because they're informed, because they have access to radio, TV, we could call each other. She feels that the isolation is broken compared to during the wartime.
Aqui não. Agora em sítios que não têm família, não têm rádio, não têm nada, não há gente. Agora em Europa não há gente, como no meu tempo havia gente, havia canalha. Agora vais pelos caminhos, não encontras ninguém, não é como naquele tempo.
And she says that here we're well off. She goes, even the older generation, because you're closer to civilization and to people and access to a lot of stuff. Whereas in Europe, like certain areas of Europe still, like she goes, they're isolated because they still have no access to radio or TV or telephones, and people can't visit them. So there, she says, here in North America, that they're better off than in some areas of Europe because of that.
Okay. And I guess another question I would ask would be like, even in a time like this where she's of older age, does she feel safer with all of it present and everything? With like, modern technology and also like the fact of being able to communicate more easily?
Quero saber se você, embora seja de outra geração, uma geração mais velha, se você se sente mais segura, visto que agora há modos de comunicação e de informação e que pode receber visitas, você sente-se mais segura?
A gente sente-se mais segura, sempre sabe o que se passa por a televisão, por o rádio. Seguro que se sente mais segura do que... Naquele tempo a gente estava segura que não sabia o que se passava.
But she says you do feel safer because you're informed. She goes, so obviously that it's better to know like what's going on and whether it's through the radio or through the visits or through phone calls or through TV. Then again, she goes, in those days, she goes, we felt safe. She goes, the war hadn't hit our country and we didn't know any better. The ignorance of the situation led to them feeling safe. But now that they know what was going on and they've seen differently, that because now they're used to like communication and seeing what happens now, I guess she says, oh yeah, well maybe we weren't so safe in those days, but we didn't know any better.